All right, guys, I have reviewed 40 something wallets at this point, and I have to say it's not often once I move on from reviewing a wallet that I come back to it. There's actually very few wallets that I do that with. However, I have to say this wallet right here, this is the Double Oak Cloud wallet, is an exception to that. Now, I have reviewed quite a few of Double Oak's products in the past, including their ejector style wallet that was a bifold style, and then they also did have the slim wallet. And back then, I was actually just an affiliate for them. However, recently I reached out to them and asked, hey, I want to start selling your guys' products. I really believe in them. I'd love to be able to sell them as well. And they had already given me this wallet before that, and I've just been really impressed with them. So I am actually now a retailer of Double Oak products. So make sure to check it out. If you wanted to look at the link down in the description and the top comment, you can actually purchase this wallet because I actually do fully believe in it and am willing to back it with my own guarantee. So that's pretty cool. But I'll be honest, it doesn't really sway my opinion on these kind of wallets because I don't just sell any product. In fact, I actually just turned down another wallet that I'm really not going to do a video about because I don't think it's worthwhile. But I do turn wallets and products down for my shop. So anyways, I don't want to get too far off onto that tangent. We're going to talk today about the Double Oak Cloud wallet, what I like, what I don't like, and exactly who it's for. So let's get right into it. But first, let's talk about what it is. Now, this is a kind of a leather bifold minimalist wallet. As you can see here, it is full grain leather. It's kind of the very soft feeling full grain that you can kind of get immediately scratches in it if you do that. That's really nice because it patinas really well. All of Double Oak's wallets are that way, and I actually, that's one of my favorite things about them because they are just so incredibly soft. It feels really nice in the hands, and it's one of the things that just really draws me to these wallets, and is actually one of the reasons why I've been kind of turned away from using a lot of metal wallets recently, is because Double Oak has just been kicking out some really cool products. As for capacity, it's the bifold like this. So you have two cards. You can go right here. You have a card on the back here. You actually have a really cool flap here that you can fold forward. That's where you put your cash, and then there's a little hidden kind of compartment there. And then underneath of here, you have another compartment that you can pull that tab, and two cards can fit in there pretty well. So you're looking at 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, around 6 cards. You might be able to fit a third card in there, but it wouldn't be super comfortable. It is a magnetic closure, so you basically have that. You have little magnets. You can see the little round pieces right there. They kind of magnetize it closed, and it's nice because it keeps it closed just enough, but it makes it so it doesn't open up on its own. And I don't want to get too far into the specs on this because I want to get into what I like and what I don't like, and also not repeat myself as I do it. So let's go ahead and get into what I do like about this wallet. Number one is the full grain leather. I already talked about it. I really like their full grain leather. There's a bunch of different types of full grain leather out there. They're all really high quality. Some don't feel the same. They're a little bit more kind of a slick feel, whereas the Double Oak uses a little bit more of a very soft kind of plush leather, and it feels really nice and soft in the hand, and I really appreciate that. These do patina really well. You can see mine is kind of starting to. I think I've been using this probably a month or so, I'd say, maybe. And it's starting to kind of, get a lot of the scratches. You can see those scratches, I'll even put them in there right now. And those start to kind of fade and look really nice. And it starts to kind of get a little bit of a shine to them, but it's never gonna be quite as shiny as a lot of the other wallets. The next thing I really like is how thin it is. For being a leather wallet, that's always been kind of one of my biggest issues with a lot of these wallets, is they're just too thick when they're a bifold or a trifold wallet. And I think that they have done a really good job of keeping these wallets incredibly thin. Let's see. Here's actually one of their ejector style wallets. You can see it's actually thinner than their ejector style wallets. And I have to say, it stays pretty thin. As long as you keep it within its capacity that's meant to have, you shouldn't run into it being really any thicker than this. Number 3 thing that I really like is ease of access to cards. I have been super impressed with it. Now, I've used a lot of different types of wallets out there that are meant to be really compact. I'm thinking things like Ridge wallets, which are fantastic wallets. However, the thing they have issues with is layout of those cards. A lot of those cards are actually difficult to get to, and I have to say that is not the case with this. So it is a bifold. You have a easy access card holder right there. You can kind of keep cash in there. That is not the easiest place. That is this. It's just a quick open, and you have access to these two cards right here. I keep my driver's license here, and I keep my kind of main debit card in here. And then back here, you have your own little card here. I keep like a gift card for coffee right there, and then of course your cash. And then I use my really lesser used cards right here, and it is nice as pull tabs, so they're not too far away, but it's just, they divvy up all the different locations of the card, which makes it really easy from just kind of muscle memory to get really any card you need in the wallet. The next thing I like is that pull tab. A lot of minimalist wallets out there do struggle with getting your lesser used cards, and I have to say that pull tab is really nice. I've seen this on a lot of other wallets. I think like the Bellroy Slim Sleeve has this, a couple of other brands have that, so it's not like proprietary to Double Oak, but I think it's a really good usage to get to those lesser used cards back there. I'm pretty impressed by that. The next thing I appreciate is that magnet. Now, there are some companies that take magnets to a pretty big extreme, and this is not one of them. It has a super simple magnetic closure. You can see right there and right there, and you can kind of hear it kind of clicks just a little bit, but you can see it's really easy to open it, but not too easy. I was really impressed by that. I actually wasn't expecting it. I'll be honest, a lot of these products I actually don't dig deep into until I start testing them. Brands just send them out to me. And I was not expecting that in this wallet. I've never had a bifold with a magnet in there, and I am really impressed with it. Next thing I like is how little you feel it in your pocket. Some metal wallets, a lot of leather wallets, and just a lot of wallets out there in general, you feel it in your pocket pretty much day in and day out. And I think it's just because everything is, for lack of a better way of saying it, squishy. If it kind of molds in your pocket really well, it has a good amount of bend to it, and so it kind of molds to your leg, molds around just anything that's in your pocket, and so I don't really notice it throughout the day, which is really nice because that's not the case with most wallets. And for all of those that really care about it, for some reason I get a lot of comments on my videos of people complaining when you have to fold cash twice. I don't get it, but I'm gonna add it in there. You only have to fold cash once to fit it in the cash spot. Congratulations, it's a feature you have. I don't get it. I don't really understand why, but anyways, that's your guys' prerogative. And so now getting into the things that I didn't like about the wallet, I honestly really had to struggle to figure out what I didn't like about it, because honestly, this is genuinely, after 40, 50 something wallets that I've used, this is really quickly becoming one of my favorites. But the one thing that I would say I could complain about is the lack of storage for items that aren't cash or cards. Now, I understand minimalist wallets are meant to really only keep those two things. That's the whole purpose of them. But when it's things like gym cards, like there's, you know, those little tiny gym cards that are just this little compact thing, there's no really good place to keep them in this wallet, and I really dislike keeping those on my keychain. It really bulks up your pocket a lot. And so what I was doing is I was keeping it back, so there's this cash, and then that folds forward, and then there's this little hidden pocket. I was keeping them in there, but it does make it a little more difficult to get in. You kind of have to pry it out. I wish there was a better storage, maybe just a little tiny pouch that you could fit those kind of things into for easy access. But that's the one major thing that I didn't really like about this wallet, and that's about it. So who is this wallet for? It is for somebody that is wanting to keep the bifold feel of a wallet, and they want it to be soft. They don't want to feel it in their pockets, but they're not wanting to go to like an ejector style wallet. I really do like ejector style wallets. I've used a ton of them. I'm a huge fan of them. I have no problem with them. But if you're wanting to stick to a bifold wallet but move it into your front pocket instead of having it in your back pocket, this might be one of the best options I have ever used. Again, I keep coming back to this thing. I moved on to another wallet that I was testing and moved right back to this one as my daily driver, and I'm pretty impressed with it. So again, I do now carry this wallet. If you guys want to make a purchase of this, I do have it on my store at shop.gear43.com. I do have a coupon code down in the description and the top comment to get a discount on this wallet on my shop, and I look forward to seeing you guys soon.